Hello, who's there? Say hello and I know who we are then. So I can see who we are. I've got one person in. Oh, it's very lonely tonight. I ought to have had something to do with my hands, didn't I? I know what to go do though. Get sheet of paper out. For quiz scores. Ouch. Nobody wants to play tonight. Hello, who are you? Say hello to me. And then I know who's with me. Please, pretty please. Pretty, pretty, pretty please. Well, I'm sure they will when they're ready, if they're going to stay on. It is very quiet tonight. I think it's a bit warm tonight with this cardigan now. It's warm in the cardigan. I'll take it off for a little while. Oh. Oh, that's it. Oh, who's here? Who's in? No, there's two people in watching. Wow, it is quiet tonight. Where is everybody? Somebody talk to me.
Hi there.
Hiya. I'm up to watching, but nobody's talking. Oh. Well, wow, it is quiet tonight. No one gonna talk to me.
Is it 8:30 when you normally start?
7:30. No. Well, we've got 3 in. Somebody say, please, somebody say hello to me. Then I know you can hear me all right and everything's running properly. Boring now. Wow. Keep on coming. Peggy, welcome and thank you. Me trouble. I know I am. Yeah, I got 3 or 4 in and nobody was talking to me and I thought, oh dear. Oh, I don't know. How are you doing, Peggy? Did you do your mask? Have you done your mask yet? I'm dying to see it, what you've done. So we all do different things. I need to see it. I love looking at other folks' work. And how are your 3 pooches doing, your little fur babies? Are they all behaving themselves? They're all well. I'm gonna steal Poppy in a bit. When we've got more of her fan club in. She's got her own fan club apparently. Hi Catherine, welcome. Glad you made it. No, but on my desk to do now. I'll do my Christmas. Well, I've been busy working on Christmas things as well, which I will show. I will show you in a little while when I've got more people in. It was something I was watching on a I'll tell you in a minute. The channel that I've been watching, she does some nice stuff. She's called Happy Birds Glitter Nest. And if I'm not mistaken, I think her name is Laurie. And she does some really pretty stuff, really nice. And although I haven't actually, well, I have on one thing copied it, but I've also done my own version, which I will show you, or, you know, when everybody gets here. I've been really, really enjoying doing them. Oh, bless her. How old is she, Peggy? Bonnie, I think that's a lovely name. Oh, foot. We've got actually, we've got Poppy's first tooth out. I spotted this something on the bed, and I weren't sure, and I thought, what is it? I weren't sure what it was, to be fair, but all I could see was the blood. Like, it's one of them little insider teeth. Oh, bless. Well, I hope she's feeling a little bit better now she's had them out. As I say, I would just spotted this one on bed and I picked it up and I thought, oh, it's a tooth. It's the first one we've seen that she'd lost. So I've saved it. Harry's not saving it. I said, yeah, I am. Poppy's first tooth. She's our baby. You always say baby's first tooth, don't you? Yeah, I didn't save any of her first haircut, mind. Hello, Queen of Diamonds, Rosebud. Welcome. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm really in good spirits and feeling pretty good. Hope you all are too. Actually, I've been feeling really, really good. I don't know whether it's Christmas spirit that's getting into me or what. I'm up there in the good spirits. I am feeling, you know,
Yeah, that's true.
we're getting closer to that time of year, aren't we, where I've not done any Christmas shopping as such yet. I'm hoping my daughter's going to be taking me Christmas shopping because Harry is a nightmare shopping. He don't do Christmas, Harry, at all. But I do. I do for myself. I do for kids, grandchildren, and you know. Got something on my channel to show that I made sometime this week. I do feel good. I feel great, Peggy. I mean, I am really, as I say, I just don't know. I just feel good, really good. I've not been, I've not been anywhere or done anything particularly. I just feel, good. I don't know what else. How else you can, put it across. But health-wise, I touch wood. I've not had a bad breathing attack for quite some time. I've had a few moments where I've thought, oh, I am, Peggy. Yes, definitely, I'm crafting. That's what I've been doing this week. As I say, I watched this lady on YouTube. She's definitely worth going and having a visit with her. She does some lovely stuff. I mean, a lot of the videos that I've been watching of hers are from 2 or 3 years ago as well, as well as up-to-date stuff. And she makes some nice stuff. How can I put it? When I'm watching a video, you've seen her, have you, Peggy? When I'm watching a video, sometimes I get a little bit, I don't know, this is going to sound awful, really, but I feel I'm in a classroom full of 8-year-olds. I think that's the way, I don't know whether she's been a teacher at some time in her life to small children, but that's how it makes me feel, and it bugs me a little bit, so sometimes I just turn the volume down a little. I still hear her, but I'm not hearing it as much, and but I do like her craft work. It's good. She's very good with what she does. Oh, excuse me, I'm yawning. I'm not something tired. Oh, I should. Harry got me up at 9 o'clock this morning. Our cleaning lady comes in on a Monday morning at 9 o'clock. And it's summertime. We've been sat out in from back porch on the garden, having a cup of tea and what have you, but it's much too cold. to do that now. So he brings me a cup of tea up in bed, and he comes and sits up with me, with little dog, while she's done, because Poppy's a bit of a nuisance, gets round your feet, and she knits. It's because she wants you to play, she knits. She doesn't bite, but she does knit, and it can hurt. I mean, I've got this, it looks worse than what it is. It's just, she caught me there on me, sort of just on my wrist, with a tooth, and it tore. Because my skin is that thin, it tore. And I put a plaster on. I don't know what it is these days. These plasters, they don't stay on. They keep, just first time you get them slightly damp and they're flapping about. No, it's annoying. So, and also, I'm always frightened of her catching it again. And Harry always says, put something on your hand, and then she can't catch it. Hence, I've got this this on my arm, and it's just keeping me hand covered so that she doesn't catch that again, because when it's sore, it's sore. Wow, you are on the ball, Peggy. Well done. Blimey neck. Well, I do my food shopping online. I save up through the year at Iceland. Most of my shopping comes from Iceland for Christmas. We usually have a small chicken and a few veg. But last year I were a bit miffed, really. I ordered all my fruit and my food and my vegetables from Iceland, and everything was ticked off. But there was one thing missing, and it was my cauliflower wasn't in there. So we didn't have cauliflower, and I was a bit miffed about that. So I think we'll probably go and do some veggie shopping a couple of days before, and then let Iceland deliver all me other stuff when they can. But yeah, we didn't get cauliflower, and I was a bit miffed about that. But you know, no point in ringing them up and saying, "Hey, where's my cauli on Christmas Eve?" Because you're just not going to get much, you know. Hi, Lynn, welcome. Are you actually home and staying at home now? I think you've been busy about, haven't you? Out and about. I've seen you put some videos up, but I have been absolutely bogged down, and you'll see why in a bit. But yeah, I have been busy. I've been crafting. Poppy's hairs on my trousers. I've just been telling my other ladies that's already here, working on some Christmas decorations, and I've made a few in various. Hello, Kendra, welcome. I made a few in different colours and to show you, but I have really enjoyed doing it. But I am also doing my diamond painting as well. I've been doing some more work on my big double dragon, my big Chinese dragon. Oh, I'm sure I've got, just a minute, sorry. I've got an eyelash or something and it's catching in my eye. Oh, and I can't see a darn thing without my glasses on. Like I've got my eyes open underwater. That feels better, I think. So, yes, so I have been crafting this week in my craft room, but it has been bitter cold, and I do have a Caligas heater in there, but I only sort of go in for afternoon, and even some of these things I've been able to bring bits in and sit and sew in my chair, but when I'm in here, I'm doing my diamond painting, and I would like to get that large dragon finished before Christmas. But I've also got to try and get Lynn Noakes's challenge. I went like, Lynn, bless her, she's got this challenge going, And it's a really nice challenge, actually. And I did mine, ready, more or less finished it, almost finished it. And I was watching one of Lynn's videos where she'd had somebody send one in. And when I looked at what she'd done, oh, mine's no good, it won't work. Because it's going into an index file thing. And there's like, you've got to have two little notches at the bottom wherever they are to be cut in to fit in this index thing. And I put diamantes right across bottom so it can't be altered, really. Or at least I don't think it can. So I've got to do it again. But the trouble is I have been so bogged down this week with doing these. I've been doing a few, I found upstairs in my old craft room, I've got some polystyrene shapes like bells and little balls and eggs and what have you. And I found I got a gingerbread man, polystyrene gingerbread man. So I thought I'd have a what? I was going to try and do the gingerbread man, like you see them with that little like zigzag pattern on their arms and their legs. And I used a rickrack, a nice sort of twinkly rickrack, and I'm not right keen on it now. It doesn't look right somehow. It just looks a bit odd. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But you'll see it when we get a few more people in. We're not doing bad. We've got 8. Who else we're not spoke to yet? Any names gone by that I've missed? I don't think so. So, yeah, I've got a brilliant quiz for tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. Quite a lot of it is like Christmas questions. Really, really easy. I made it sort of, some of them a little bit, dodgy, but made it as much easier, a bit more easier than what I've been having them. Because it's been last couple of weeks with this quiz, we've had some really neck and neck results, and it's been brilliant. I right enjoyed it, and I think everybody's starting to enjoy them a lot more, these quizzes. So I decided to do, well, I'm doing one tonight, and I got to question number 6, and I did that one, and I thought, I can't see anything on here that really, because I've always got to bear in mind that there are people from the US, there's people from Australia, well, all over the world that pop in and have a look. Okay, Lynn, we'll see you shortly. Yeah, so I've been trying to make it so that everybody can sort of get the answers. It's not particularly all about the US or all about UK, or it's all about, mostly it's Christmas, and there are trivia questions that most people, I would think, could answer. Some are a little bit hard, but well, I'm saying a little bit hard. I thought a lot of last week's were hard, and not last week's, because it were an anagram one, week before. I thought they were hard. And we got 2 people really neck and neck, and I'm thinking, blimey, I want to know answers to these if I hadn't had them on me, if I hadn't wrote them down myself. I'm not right side at quiz, all answers are there for me. Oh God, that's cheating into it, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But I've right enjoyed doing this one tonight. Well, I did it earlier. Oh, I've been watching a couple of Christmas movies. I love Christmas movies, and I don't watch TV at all. Harry's usually got whatever he's wanting to watch on it, and I'm usually on my PC. So what I did yesterday, yeah, I went onto YouTube, and or did I Google it? One way or other anyway. I put free Christmas movies on YouTube, and it brought me a list of, like, there were all these different ones I could choose from. And if you just scroll your cursor over a picture, you see a little bit of a trailer. So I've been watching a few of those as well, but a lot of them, funnily enough, it's not available. When you click on it, I thought, oh, why the blooming heck is it in this list then if it's not available? And there are quite a few like that, which is a shame because I wanted to, I would have really liked to have seen, but anyway, there we go. I do have videos of my own. I mean, one of my very, 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 very favourites is Christmas on 34th Street with Richard Attenborough. I think it's a brilliant film. I love it that I can watch that over and over and over and enjoy it every time. It's just one of them films, and I haven't got it on video, but what I would love, It's a Wonderful Life with James Stewart. Another one that's really a fabulous Christmas story, and yeah, you can't just get that anywhere. I mean, I've not really looked online for it yet, but I'm going to have to do, because I would like it. It's just a shame that it's all in black and white and not colour, but I think, is it? I can't remember now. Do you know I've said that and I don't know. And then there was another one, and it said, I'm going on this list, it brings you up with all these, like, comes up in like a block of squares and all different films. And there were one of them, it was Christmas, said, hi Becky, welcome. It was Twilight, so it showed you Kristen Stewart and what they call him, Patterson. Forgot his name, can't think of his name. That is ridiculous. Anyway, it was them. And I thought, what Twilight Zone doing on Christmas things? And I went and strolled over it. It's not to do with Twilight at all. So I don't know why their picture were on, but Robert Pattinson, that's it, isn't it? And tell you, brain fog, it's getting worse. My brain fog's getting a lot worse. So, yeah. And I love to watch Christmas movies. But I can, you see, with these things that I'm doing now, if I get so much prepared in front, I can sit here and watch a Christmas movie while I'm stitching or whatever. I have, when I'm doing my diamond painting, I have audiobooks now, and I love it. The fact that you can just put your headphones on, press a button, and somebody's reading book for you, and it's just wonderful. And I've just finished a series of 3 books, and I thought there was another one, and I was gutted because but there is like an offshot where there's, I'm not sure if there are 3 or 4 books, and it's like whatever's left, you know, the people that were ever left in this academy, it's all about them then. So it could be interesting. I have bought them, but I bought them on the reading side rather than on the audio. But there are now, I found a couple of places where you can actually get audio books for free. One is thanks to Mrs. Crochet and Coffee. They call that site Libby, and the books are free there, but I haven't actually been onto it yet. And the other one was, oh, where did I see that? You know, I can't remember. It's on me Kindle Fire anyway, because I play them on my Kindle Fire. I've got Kindle White, back, like, you know, with light back at thing. So I read that. I always read in bed at night. It just gives me that edge to nod over, you know. In fact, time or two I fell asleep with books dropped on the floor, and Harry's woke me up with my glasses down. So yeah. So I do like my audio books, but I also do like my reading books. I won't be without my Kindle. I don't know what life would be like without a Kindle now. I really don't. Because even when we go out somewhere, like hospital appointments, whether it's for me or for him, Kindle goes in my bag straight away. I'm reading. Doctor's surgery, Kindling. It goes everywhere with me. My Kindle when I'm, when I'm going anywhere like that. Well, you're going to be sat for a while. And magazines are rubbish. I replace with kiddie toys. It's things like they've got little coloured wire things and little blocks on that they move over, and some go underneath and some go up and down. He pays hours. He loves them. In fact, I saw one in charity shop, nearly bought it in. Hey, I don't know. But yeah, it's I like my books. I love me reading. I never used to as a kid. I hated reading. What I've missed in all those years. I like fantasy books. I don't like. I'm not into romance or detective things, or I'm not into anything like that. I just like. I don't mind a romance within the fantasy thing, which is what that last series has been about on the audio. Been lovely that 3-book thing, and I have got another. I think it was a book box set I got. When you subscribe to Audible, sorry, it's $7.99 a month, and you get 1 credit a month, and you can use that for anything, any book or whatever, and as long as it's Audible. You have to make sure you're getting an Audible book though, because they're not all audio books, which I were a bit disappointed, because I did find another box set that I like the look of, and 1 credit will let you buy the whole box set, but they weren't on Audible, and so I ended up I can buy it on Audible, and there's many a book I can buy if I've no credits, but you're looking at like £16 a book. I would never pay that in it. I would never pay £16 for a book, ever. I go to charity shops first and find books there before I start paying that kind of money out. But usually, I mean, Kindle, Amazon are good with Kindle books regarding, you can read them for nothing, but you've got to have got them on oh golly, what did they say it's now? You've got about a month to read them, and then they take them off. They're only on loan, and you've only got them for so long. And then if you've not read them all, then you lose it. It was off. So I don't ever get those ones, because I've got such a lot of books in the actual Kindle that I read Kindle, that I've not read yet, because I've bought many series, like where I bought probably 6 or 7 or 8 books at a time, only because they've been, cheap, or a box set that's gone cheap, that's been, but for Kindle. So you're only getting a thing through Wi-Fi. You're not getting any hard copy, because I think I might have got somewhere in the region of about 400 or 500 books in my Kindle now. In my Kindle, and I haven't read them all. But a lot of them I have not paid a lot for. I'm maybe only 99p for a book. And, you're nearly lucky that you get one out at charity shop for that kind of money, and have to find some way to store it, whereas it's all in my Kindle. It's there. My library's on hand as soon as I want to read any of them. So I think it's one of the best ways, really. I know my daughter, she'll say, "Oh, I like the feel of a book in my hand." Well, I used to, but I don't now, because it's like I've got arthritis in my hands, and they're achy. So, when you're holding a book, especially if it's a heavy book, it really does become painful. So that's why I like the Kindle, because it's just one weight. I'm used to it, and I can hold it without, you know, having to have my hand in this position holding it. Because, in fact, funnily enough, I said to Mary the other day, I've got a pain going up here again, and that's carpal tunnel, and I'm hoping to God that's not coming back, because I've had them both done, and it wasn't nice at all. The second one wasn't, because it made me have it done awake, and I said I'd never have it done like that again, ever. Never, never, never. It was so painful. I nearly bit Nurse's fingers, and I got teeth then. She said, oh, don't bite me, don't bite me. I said, oh, I'm sorry. What did it hurt? And funnily enough, the lady in the waiting room, when I was waiting to see surgeon about getting on list for this being done, whatever you do, don't let them keep you awake. Make them put you to sleep. And I said, oh yeah, I want to be put to sleep. And he said, you don't need to be put to sleep. He said, you'll not feel a thing, you know. Well, that were a load of lies for a start. Felt everything. Probably not in agony pain, but the local injection was so painful on its own before they start with anything else. And you can still feel them. I felt it release when they did it, and it like, hey up, amigo. Good day, sport. How you doing? Lovely, James, back from Aussie. I bet you've had a fabulous time, Jane, haven't you? Did you not want to come back? I mean, I love it out there. It's gorgeous. So I know you've had a good time, and visiting with your sister as well. And she's coming over here. Is it this week? She's coming Friday. I don't know. How lovely. I've not heard from my auntie for a long while in Australia, and she normally gets in touch, but I've not heard it. I'm hoping she's all right. She should be, but she's always really healthy, unless she's had a bit of a, you know, flu or anything, because she doesn't suffer much with illness. I mean, she's 70, whatever. She must be at least 75, if not older. Oh, she came on Friday. You've got her here now. Oh, that's brilliant. Lovely. Oh, you enjoy yourself, Jane. What are you doing on here if you've got your sister over? I want to know. You should be with her. Yeah, my Auntie Margaret, she's well in this, well, she's got to be mid to late 70s. And she looks a lot younger than me, I'll tell you now. She's tiny. She's skinny. And she's still working. She does, she's got this little cleaning job. She's had it donkey's years. I think it's for a doctor's surgery. She does his house and she does his surgery. And she worked, I think she worked at one point 4 days a week, but I think she's down to 2 days a week. But yeah, she's still working, bless her. And she says, I look forward to going to work in the morning. She's up at crack of dawn. Well, I think she's up about 6 o'clock in the morning and off to work for 7:30, 8 o'clock. You know, so she's enjoying it. But I've not heard from her for ages, and I get a little bit worried, you know. Because actually, one of Margaret's passions is she has, like us, she likes her fur babies, and she always has toy poodles. And so I contacted her and let her know that we'd lost Rosie. And she rang me about that, and I said, well, we weren't going to have any more. But then I got so depressed after losing Rosie, that we decided we'd get another dog. We got Poppy. She's a toy poodle. And I thought, well, because we couldn't get a Westie anywhere close by, and you know, sort of in a reasonable area. Mind you, if we'd have waited while we went on holiday down to see our Jane, we could have got one down there at Swansea for £300 and saved herself some money. But anyway, we got Poppy, and actually, I said it before, where we got her from, we just glad we rescued her. It was more a rescue session than buying a dog. Place were awful. But she's Daddy's little girl. Hello, welcome. Got a good quiz tonight, Christmas quiz. Yeah, she's Daddy's little girl. He's our Popsy Doodle. She's always on his knee. Only time she comes to me now is if he goes shopping. He goes out shopping. You don't do Christmas? Well, you're doing it tonight, Mrs. Harry doesn't do Christmas either. I don't do a lot, but I do a little bit. Mostly for my daughter and family, Harry don't do Christmas at all. And to be quite honest, we've been talking about Christmas tree. And I says, I don't know where we're going to put Christmas tree if we put one up. Because, can you imagine Poppy with all them bubbles on a Christmas tree? She's pinching lights out at garden, the globe lights that you put on, like around your conifers. She nicks them. She brings them in. She brings them in the house and she's chucking them about. So much for having nice lights in the garden. Not any longer. Not with her. She's a monster. But she's so she's happy to keep herself occupied. Only time she becomes a bit of a nuisance is bedtime. I'm trying to read. I'm sat in bed trying to read. Harry's trying to get to sleep, and she's either chewing on his ear or she's pointing at me to for her toys because she's got a pile of toys on bed. So yeah, that's mostly when she's becomes a bit of a nuisance. But it's not a lot, so we can't moan really. She's only a puppy. What do we expect? But otherwise, she's pretty good. I mean, she's so funny. She puts all the toys in a bed we bought her a dog bed. Doesn't use it. She sleeps on our bed upstairs. And she puts the toys in dog bed. She takes them out of the box that we put for her toys. She takes them out of the box and puts them in the bed. She buries the biscuits in the bed. One of the funniest things I've ever known about, but I think she cracks me up. They look like little sausage rolls for dogs. Biscuits. Dog biscuits look like little sausage rolls. She eats all the white bit off round the outside and leaves brown bit and doesn't eat that. And she'll either leave it somewhere and you put your foot on it and it hurts. You're not got a foot on your foot, not got a shoe on or anything. Or it crunches into carpet. Or on a couple of occasions, we've actually thought, that's not what I hope it's not what I think it is. And it's not, it's biscuit, but sometimes it takes you by surprise. Oh my God. But she's so funny. And she's so entertaining, really. She's a little sweetheart. But she's Daddy's little sweetheart. I said, I'm going to get my own dog. You've got a dog, I want a dog. But yeah, we have fun there. She's all right. I'm going to grab her in a minute so that you can see her. We're waiting for Laura and Caroline and possibly Mrs. Coffee, Yorkshire Crafter, with Julie, and I'm shocking my name. I'm really bad with names, I can't remember. I went last year or so I went to a friend of mine's brother died, and Harry and I went to a funeral, and her nephew were there, and I've known him years. And he's in the army. In fact, he was a medic in the army, and when we went to the funeral, I couldn't remember his name at all. And I says, I am so sorry, I've just forgot your name. And he says, Patrick. And I said, oh, of course it is. I says, oh, I am sorry. I says, you know, I'm getting really bad for names, memories, and what have you. I keep calling Harry you.
Could be worse, it could be B&Q.
B&Q. So I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you my little girl for starters.
Quick, poppy, one night, quick.
I'll not be second. I'll grab her. Grab her, Poppy. Come on, my little sugar. Let me see your today. There we go. Say hello to everybody. Wave. Are we keeping you all? Oh, wait. Oh my God, that will be wonderful. Auntie Jane's on Poppy. See, hey, Auntie Jane's on. Look at this. Eyes are hardly open. She can't keep her eyes open. You're beautiful. Hiya. So beautiful. It's a sweetheart. Oh, yeah. Hey, look at sweetheart. She is so good. She's lovely. That'll be lovely. I bet you're going to have a brilliant time, Lou. I would love to go to Lapland, you know. I wouldn't mind actually going to Norway as well. Having a trip to Norway, I really did fancy that. And when we lived in Orkney, you know, we did actually sort of half talk about going to Lapland, not Lapland, Norway. You know, I'd love to go and have a look around Oslo and places, but yeah. Did you not get a new job then, Lou? Because I thought you got a new job starting last couple of weeks ago or so. I don't know now. Yeah, I thought so. But you'll love it. You're gonna have a great time, aren't you? So yeah, love it too. Wow. That is brilliant. I envy that. Sweden. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Oh, I don't know what's in my eye. I keep feeling like I've got an eyelash prickling in my eye, but there aren't any loose ones, so it can't be. Whoa, Christmas and New Year then. Superb. Wrap up warm. Yes, it will be. It will be jolly gold. Definitely. Oh, yes. But, you know, I just got a fabulous coat from, I got it from Matalan actually, just last winter. Right, last winter when I got it. Anyway, back up winter. And it weren't really what I was looking for, but oh boy, is it warm, really warm. I have to take my cardigan off to put my coat on. And it's really thick and paddy. Yeah, lovely. Wow. Well, we're at home again, as always, with just me and him, and I get a phone call from Claire. I take theirs, well, usually, as I said, Claire takes me Christmas shopping, which she's going to have to be doing in the very near future, obviously. But she might actually take me out on my birthday, so we can do two birds with one stone sort of thing. Oh, have they got pets? Have you not got pets, Lou? Don't you have any pets? I don't know. I just felt so hollow. It's hard to describe, you know. I was having them for you while you go away. I hope you're not putting them in dog kennel. Ooh. Oh, your other son. Mm. Yeah, beautiful. She's gone to sleep on my chair now. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I'll tell you what I've been doing. Shall I? Oops. Steady on. Steady on, babes. Now then, that was a little, where are we? That was a little egg. And I've done it all the way around. It looks like, and I thought, that actually does look like a little bit of a pine cone, doesn't it? So I thought that was not too bad. I quite liked that one. Oh, she's off. Going back to him. Going back to Daddy. And this is the gingerbread man. Now, can you see his face? I don't know if you can see, but bring him closer. You see, he's got two eyes in his mouth. His eyes aren't very. I put black seed beads behind a pin, and then I put this like rick-rack braid. I'll bring it away a bit now. This rick-rack braid round and one through it. Gingerbread man. So yeah, well, I weren't so keen on him, but well, but I mean, it was just to play because I didn't even know I got this. I didn't even know I got this polystyrene sheet. What I have been doing, as I said, I've been following a lady on YouTube. Her name is, or a channel name, I should say, is Happy Bird Glitter Nest. I think the lady's name is Laurie, but don't quote me on that. And she was doing a tutorial on this, on something like this. See how sparkly that is? That is just on felt, but it's solid. Because I've used the triple thick on both sides to stiffen it and also to use it to bed in the glitter and what have you. But that was her idea. I put the bells on. I put the bells on. That went off part right, her idea of that. But I did do a version of my own. And I loved these. As soon as it's done them, I loved them. Which is my first pair? That one. Mittens. Look at that. Oh, they're lovely. What I have actually done is, again, I've used felt and I did obviously two and I stuffed them. And then for the white round the cuff, I hadn't got any white fur suitable. When I mean suitable, I mean like short enough. Now, Jane Marge was extremely generous. And, oh, I've not brought them in, I forgot. Bugger, I forgot to bring them in. I've made two gnomes. They're not very good. But that's what I wanted the white fur for last week. And Jane Marge very kindly sent me some. Right, it were here next, like within a day or two. And I did two gnomes. But these, I just made two and stitched them, blanket stitched them all the way around. But then I thought I need really a blanket stitched them really because I put this round. This. Let me just switch. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see better or worse. Oh, it's not glaring as much as it. But yeah, I've just put a couple of little snowflakes on. And I put like a rick-rack with sequins on there. That's that all on one roll. And then I've used this gold 16th-inch ribbon, and I made it, I sort of, that slides up and down, so it depends on how big you want it to be for your Christmas tree loop, if you know what I mean. And then I just finished it off with a little bit of diamante around bottom at cuff, top at cuff, and a couple of little snowflakes on them. And I thought, these are so cute. I love them. I'm really pleased how they've come together. That was the first pair I made. Oops, this is pair number 2. Oh, this is pair number 3. I've not got. I've ordered some more snowflakes to come. I haven't got enough to finish this off, but on each one I've like put a little pink bow in as well over where I've attached this ribbon. And again, this slides up and down. There is a teeny weeny bit of glue on the bow to stop the bow from coming undone, but that should move up and down. Well, one does anyway. Let's put it that way. Let me just show you. If I can get hold of it. You see, you can either have them long or short or whatever. So that was another one. This was the second pair I did, actually. And these are the, these have got pearls round, pearls round the top as well as a diamante. And then they're just waiting to be, I use the rainbow coloured trim with silver round here. And then I just put this, put a little bow on this mint green. It's a lovely green, this. And I've got a, and again, I've got it so that the bow will slide up and down, and you know, you can, that is a rather long ribbon. It could do a shortening really, but anyway. And then I thought, I wonder what they look like in red. And I think they look gorgeous. I'm right pleased with these. But these are for somebody. I've done them this colour particularly for a reason. But they are so, so pretty. I love doing them. I've right enjoyed doing them. So that's what I've been working on all week. And then just by way of, I did these. I was going to show you these last week and I forgot. Well, I always like to do something of Christmas for all my, you know, there's so many of you I send Christmas bits out to, so I've got to get them finished, and then I've got my cards to make, and then I can get them posted out. And I also did these are diamond painting ones. These might look better with light on. They're swans. That one actually isn't bad, but they're and the key rings I've just not I've not sealed them yet, so I can't put the key rings on till I've sealed them. But there were 4 and I didn't realise, and I've not shown them yet. This one's quite a nice one too. That's a nice one. The swan. I'm thinking you're there and your ear camera's here. And then the other 2, yeah, that one's not bad. But I didn't like this one. I don't like this one at all. It just looks weird somehow. I just think it's a, they'd have been better off with it, head up a little bit more, you know. But so that's what I've been working on. But mostly, most of the Christmas decorations, my little gloves. I've also oh, and you'll get, she gives you the free pattern to print off as well if you go to Happy Birds Glitter Nest. She's got a free pattern for you to print off, and she's got one for the gloves. She's also got one for some like little Christmas stockings, which I've already cut 2 out, and I'm going to be doing some of those on a similar way to this. What I used, oh, I started to tell you what I used for the white on here, because the fur the fur I got was too long. I've used crushed velvet, white crushed velvet on here, and it's perfect for a job, just for on little mittens. And I should do the same on my Christmas stockings as well. So yeah, so I have been playing nicely in the craft room when it's not been too cold. Hi Red Robin, welcome. Thank you for joining us. So that's what I've been busy with. So well, up today we're on a low numbers tonight. So do you want me to do the quiz, or are you not bothered? Up to you. It's entirely up to you. But it is a Christmas quiz. Yes, you do. Okay. Lynn does anyway. So, right then. Well, we've been on an hour, and a lot of the regulars have not joined us. So, Jane, you're a moderator. Last week I had 8, either 7 or 8 trolls. So beware, they seem to like my channel. Oh dear. Wow, this is the quiz. Look at that lot. So you just showed you, I've been working hard for you. There's 30 questions. And I've got a piece of paper here, because normally I'd do it on opposite page where there's room, but there weren't room today. They're a bit long-winded, some of these questions, and took up more space. So, first of all then, you've got first, the first 5 are not Christmas. They're just trivia. So number 1, a really nice start. Which animal's dung is known as spraint? Animal's dung is known as spraint. S-P-R-A-I-N-T. Anybody know? What bubble, Lynn? Who's got a bubble? I've not got a bubble. It's on here. Nasty. Give you a clue. It's a good swimmer. Well done, Lou. You didn't really need that clue, did you, Lou? So, Lou's off. Oh, no. Lou's off to a start. So Lou got that one. Okay. Number 2. Ethelbert of Kent was the first English king to do what? In 1600 AD. Ethelbert of Kent was the first English king to do what? Ah, he's clever, is he? They call him Graham, don't they? Is it Graham? James, Eccles James. Oh, I can see where you're coming from, then, but no. Oh dear. I don't know. No. no. He had a change of heart. Let's put it that way. Does that give you a bit of a clue? So it's Ethelbert of Kent was the first English king to do what? Yeah. Yeah, what? I don't. No, he had a change of heart. That's the clue. I told you first few were a bit rubbish questions. Yeah, Lou's got blooming internet on. He didn't. He converted to Christianity. Yeah, I don't know. You've got internet. You're on YouTube or something. So, right. I've got to get pronouncing this right. No, he became a Christian, Jane. Lou got it again. Yeah, she does. Right. Which archaic human was discovered by the river, the Dussel River? I'm assuming that's somewhere in Dusseldorf in Germany, maybe. Not 100% sure mine, but transplant. Which archaic human was discovered by the Dussel River? What's transplant? Maybe. No idea. Think, let me think. Can't think of a good clue. Really old. A really old person. Ancient old person. Don't know, pass, no idea. So you want me to tell you? Oh, crap, the German history. What?
Some of it's towards about compass.
It was they discovered the Neanderthal. So that's 1 minute asterisk. Okay, number 4. I've just got a message from Cal. She's had a bad day. She's not real, got a migraine, so she won't be joining us tonight. I wondered. Usually Cal's in if there's, there's usually a reason if she's not here. So, so Dresden is a suburb of which English city? Dresden. A suburb of which English city? Nope. No, sorry. It's not one that I would know. I'm rubbish at geography and history and everything, me. Absolutely. Hated school, me. Hated it. I learned more after I left school than what I did while I was at school all them years. Sorry, Lynn. No. No, you're not going to get this one, I don't think. It's hyphenated city. Does that help? It's a hyphenated city. To give you a for instance, because this is not the answer, like Newcastle upon Tyne, hyphened. So it's like three words hyphened. No. They get a lot easier than this later in a bit. Would you like one of my cigarettes, Harry?
No, not really. I'm gonna have one of mine.
Right, Lou, that's it. Yeah, definitely. Stoke-on-Trent, it was. Stoke-on-Trent. Yeah, we're a bit of a. This is one of the reasons. This is one of the reasons I actually went on to Christmas. I was struggling to find some, you know, reasonable questions, and they were mostly stinkers. And I thought, well, I pulled 5 off, which I thought were. I won't say that they were easy, but I pulled 5 off. I thought maybe you get. Well, I don't know whether you would have, because it's just an area of, you know, like a. It's just a suburb. It's not actually Stoke-on-Trent, but it's part of it. I don't know. So, I mean, I don't hold anything like that against any, because I think it was a shitty question. Right. Number 5. What links the following? Cerberus, Orthrus, Ledon, Chimera, and Hydra. All right. I didn't know that, Lou. So what links the following? Cerberus, Orthrus, Landon, Chimera, and Hydra. What is the common denominator there? That were a big word for me, denominator. A bit like Terminator, isn't it, really? Cheers, people. I'm still on the same bottle of wine here. Jane, it's what you like. It's our favourite girl, this. Oh, Lou, you've surprised me there. I felt sure you'd get that one. Well, what is, you know what the Hydra is? So what is, what's the thing that you know about the Hydra that makes it sort of, It's Cerebus, Orthrus. There's no O in it, Orthrus. It's just Orthrus. London, or Leiden, I think it's London. Chimera, which is Chinera, and Hydra. You don't know Cerebus then? I'm surprised. Lou, I'm really surprised. Cerebus. I think I'm going to have to tell your answer. I'll tell you, then we get on to better questions. Cerebus was a two-headed dog in Hades, and they're all multi-headed mythical creatures. Orthrus, Leiden, Chimera, and Hydra, of course, had 3 heads, but every time one was chopped off, it doubled again. So that was a stinker, and I actually thought I thought that was one of the easiest ones. It would have been for me, but yeah, the mythical creatures to do with like Hades and what they call him, Zeus, and Greek mythologicals. Right. Here we go with the beginning of the Christmas, and there are 25 of these questions. So, similar to tinsel, these long strips of shiny foil are called what? Yeah, Hercules. Yeah, you're right. And Hercules fought the Hydra. He also fought Cerberus. Even in Hercules series with what's his name? Gorgeous, Mr. Gorgeous. Oh, Hercules.
Sorbo.
Oh.
Sorbo.
Oh, Kevin Sorbo. Yeah, yum. Yeah. Well, I could get hot under collar thinking about him. So, as we go, similar to tinsel, these long strips of shiny foil are called what? To make it a bit easier, that could be, but it's not the answer. What's it meant to look like? No, that's white, I think, isn't it, Lynn? This is foiled. Like silver foil. The long, thin strips. When I know when we were kids, that's nearly all that went on. There were only a few baubles, and the rest went on, the rest with this. It's commonly known as freezing food. Yay, Lou's got it. Yeah, icicles, that's what I was looking for. Right, number 7. There's 2 points here up for grabs. So be quick on your keyboards, ready for this, because it's a very easy one. Icicles. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Right. What are two other names? Wait a minute, I've lost my thing. Yeah. What are two other names for Santa Claus? Two other names. Think names rather than no, off the bean card. Do you know, I had a funny feeling that would come up. Yeah, they're both wrong. Sorry, I'm looking for names, as in names. Saint Nick, that's one. That's one to lose. Chris Kringle. Oh, you are bloody. Yeah, both of them. Lou got both of them. Yeah, I've got here Chris Crindle and Saint Nick. So, yeah, ready for number 8. This is interesting. This was really, I thought it was anyway. Lou, you should be in on this one. What country has the tradition of filling kids' clogs with candy and treats on December the 5th? December 5th. No. Think bigger. Think bigger. Two words, first word's the. Yeah. Well done, Jane. Yes, the Netherlands. That's the right one. Yeah, not sure, Janie, on the board. Well done. Right. How many reindeer drive Santa's sleigh, including Rudolph? How many? Ooh, too quick. Too quick. Len's got it. It is 9. I know. I can't name them because it didn't give me names, but it just said include. I know there's oh, I best not say anymore because there's another question that could be. But let's get Lynn on the board. The Lynn. Right. Who once stole Christmas? Who once stole Christmas? Yeah, I'll give it you, Lynn. It's Grinch, actually, but I'll give you that. So that's another one for Lynn. Number 11. Which country was the first to use traditional Christmas tree? Lynn's got it. It's Germany. Yeah, I didn't know that either. Oh, Lynn's catching up. Right, who invented electric Christmas lights? It's a person, Jane, not a country duck, this one. Who invented electric Christmas lights? Bit of a trick question, I think, this one. But yeah, it was. I didn't realise that it would be him. I thought it'd be somebody after him, but he invented he invented electric light anyway, didn't he? So yeah, that one for do. Okay, okay. Yeah, which country was the first to have Christmas postage stamps? It's delightful. Well done, Jane. I like that. Pudding. He's a nutter. Oh dear. She's back. Jane's back from Aussie. He's a nutter. I'll give you a clue. It wasn't UK. Lou's got it. It was indeed. It was Canada. Yeah, I didn't know that. Right, number 14. This, I have never heard of this before, but I had to put it in because I was just absolutely mesmerised with this question. Which country has a witch dropping gifts down the chimney for kids? Which country? A witch dropping gifts down the chimney for kiddies. I've never heard of this before. Never heard of this before. You think you have lag? You've been slow. I haven't been having the right time with this other day where, oh, driving me nuts. No, it wasn't. Wrong side of pond. Well, have you seen witches in England, Jane, dropping presses down chimneys? Oh, oh, what? No, 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 no. It's going to be fingers on the buzzers and fastest typist. If I tell you, eat the spaghetti. They eat the spaghetti. Oh, well done, Lynn. It is Italy. You've had the spaghetti, haven't you? Okay. Next one. Which country on Christmas Eve lights candles on family members' graves? So which country lights candles on families' graves on Christmas Eve? I think this is a lovely one, this. A lovely tradition. Oh, oh yeah. We doing, Scotty? Oh, Lou's got it. Finland. It is Finland. Don't go down very far. This. Right. Right. Number 16. Oh, which company made the concept of Santa Claus worldwide? Which company, sorry, I nearly missed that bit. Which company made the concept of Santa Claus worldwide? Company, not country, company. Mince pies, that's a company, is it? It's worldwide company. Oh, Lou. Lou's got it. Coca-Cola. I'm just going to say it's a worldwide distribution thing. Next thing, I'm going to burst into song. Holidays are coming, holidays are coming. Seeing you. Yeah, you're right. You're right, though, it is. I didn't want to frighten you, really. Oh, right, yeah. Brush up on your reindeer's names. Right. Which of Santa's reindeers is named after another animal? I thought this was catchy. Yeah, it is. Vixen, you got it in one. Where are we? Is there a Mrs. Claus? Is there a Mrs. Claus? Lynn got that one. Yes, there is, Mrs. Claus. Too right, there is. There has to be. Right. Who helps Santa make his... Hi, Rachel. Welcome. I'm feeling great, thanks. I'm really up, you know, in the clouds at the minute. Great. Thanks for asking. That's one. Who said it first? Right, that's one. So one for Lou, but I've got another one down as well. I've got another name down as well. Who else helps Santa make his toys? Yeah, Lynn, you can have that one. Definitely Mrs. Claus. It was. So, that's that one. How many points does a snowflake have? $15, 9, 15. No. That's it, Lou. 6. Where did you get 15 from? Were you thinking it was a snowball? I know you do. I don't know. Right, what was the name of Ebenezer Scrooge's partner? I want all his name. I need all the names, Lou. You don't know them all. You only got 2. The first and the last. Yeah, that's it. Jacob Marley. Bob Cratchit, no, he was worker. He didn't actually partner him. When did when does Russia's Orthodox Church celebrate Christmas? When does Russia's Orthodox Church celebrate Christmas? No, that were right. Jacob Marley.
Please, miss, don't go.
What date in January, Lynn? Do you know? I'm going to give it you for January because it is January. It's actually 7th, but I'm going to give it you that because I thought that was quite a hard question, to be honest. So, next question. Which American state was the first to recognize Christmas officially? The very first in America to recognize Christmas officially. Twas. Twas. Hi, Carla. Welcome. Alabama. Lou's got that one. It is Alabama, yeah. Hello. Welcome, Carla. Just in time. We've still got just a few left. Which US state was the last to recognize Christmas officially? The last state. Yeah, it was South. I nearly said that, but I thought I'd give it away. So you got the first one, which was the last state to recognise Christmas officially. Hawaii, no, no, I know, or a bit baffled then, but no. No, it's not Hawaii, Lynn. Keep guessing, get there eventually. We get all 59. Or is it 49? I can't remember. No idea. It could have a little Surrey with a fringe on top. Think a bit. A little Surrey with a fringe on top. Those got it. It is Oklahoma. That wasn't anything I could think of to give you a clue. Right. Oh, hit me. Let me see. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me what? Old am I? Yeah, me too, Lou. I'm getting older and all in a few weeks. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. 10 what? I bet you're all sat there now going through a song. The pretty Christmas troopers. I can hear you all singing it. Loads of leaping. That's the one, loads of leaping. I nearly sang it then, blooming it. That would have been catastrophe. Right, number 26. This one could be quite easy as well. What are you singing? I bet you were. I would, but I don't remember them all. And get past 5 gold rings, I've shot it. What is the most famous Christmas ballet of all time? Okay, Jane, thanks for coming. It's been great. I've enjoyed your company and I enjoyed your video. Nice to have you back. Lynn's got that one, Nutcracker. Oh, Jane worked far behind for Jane. Yeah. So Lynn's got that one, Nutcracker it was. Which popular Christmas song moonlights as a lullaby? What's that one, Lynn? Brahms Lullaby. Never heard of that one. Which, it's a popular one. Which popular Christmas song moonlights as a lullaby? I didn't know that were a Christmas song, actually. So was it? Or are you just kidding me? Trying to hoodwink me. I know what you're doing. Can't think. Well, I'll tell you then. It was Away in a Manger. I suppose it were like, had to be really, didn't it, to do with. But so, next question. What was the very best-selling Christmas song of all time? Oh, screamers. What was the very best ever selling? Yeah, it was. Well done, Lo. Do you know this pen rubbish? It's not sending me little thing back down now. That's a new pen and all. Okay then. Lou, I'll give you a point. And where are we? Right. Jimmy Boyd was 12 years old in 1952 when he scored a massive hit about something he saw under the mistletoe. Yeah, it were Bing Crosby. Oh, he were a fabulous, absolutely fabulous voice. What did Jimmy Boyd see and sing about under the mistletoe? What did he see? Yeah, he certainly did. Well done, Lou. And have I missed one? Wait a minute. No, I haven't. 1953, Bing Crosby had a big hit with a German song. What was it called? It was a Christmas song, by the way. Bing Crosby had a big hit with it in 1953. He did. Any guesses? You doing that?
No.
That's it, Lynn. It was Silent Night. Very good. There you go. That was your last one as well. So we've got Lynn on 9, Jane on 1, and Lou on 5, 10, 15, 19. I guess you won then, Lou, this week. Give yourselves a clap, because there were a lot of hard ones. Well done, all of you. I think you're brave to have a go at that one, because it was tough. A lot tougher than I thought it was going to be fair. So I think you did well. They don't even like Christmas. So you didn't do bad for not liking Christmas. I love Christmas. Well, I used to when kids, but little Harry don't like it. He's never been one for Christmas. Yeah, give yourselves a big clap. Done well. You have. Yeah, well, I had two. I had two, but I've only got one now. Other one's done. Cut me off. Yeah, Silent Night with, oh, do you know, Bing Crosby though. I mean, he were just something else, weren't he? Got a fabulous voice. I don't think he could sing any kind of song wrong. You don't understand. What don't you understand, Lou? He don't want to know. He don't want to know, Lou. It was him that cut me off. That were it. And it was a long time ago now. I think what really did finish it for me, I mean, I was always willing to build bridges, but he stopped coming to visit my mum. And he didn't come to my mum's funeral, and he knew that we'd lost my mum. And he didn't come to the funeral, and that was just a step too far. So no, I don't how can I say? I mean, I don't miss him because it's been that long since I've seen him. I did actually look him up on Facebook one day. I didn't even recognize him. He's got really fat. I just did not know him. And the only reason I knew it were him was because his wife was beside him. And she hadn't changed a bit, unfortunately. But Daniel, I think he stopped smoking and it's just ballooned. Wow, big style balloon. But no, it don't matter to me now. I've gone beyond. I've grieved as if I'd lost him that way. Only way to do it, really. I've got my daughter and her family, and very lovely family. So I get to see Claire quite a lot. I do now, and I go most weeks now for an afternoon. But she would like Christmas time and that. She'd take me shopping, and when Jane comes down to visit, I've already had a word with our Claire. Near to us, there's a safari park. I have never been. Yeah, well, my brother, I hadn't seen my brother for 7 years, and then 3 weeks after he died, they let me know. I didn't even know he died. After a funeral, let me know. And he didn't talk to my mother for the same length of time, 7 years, whatever. But it's just a weird family that we've got, I reckon, you know. I just feel me and my brother weren't close. He was he were a bit of he were a big head and a snob, and we just weren't good for us, good for him. We were not good enough for him, so it didn't bother me one little bit about it, you know, that was that. I was just so disgusted at the way he treated my mum, because my mum didn't deserve that, any of it. But families are funny things, and you know, I miss my mother like mad. It's unbelievable, and I didn't know whether I would or not. I know that sounds weird. Not that I didn't know I would. I would. I knew I'd miss her, but my mum had a lot of problems, drinking problem, and she made our life for a long time miserable. Really, me and Harry. I don't know how we stuck it together for so long, because Harry could have just turned his back and walked away. There were no keeping him here, only, you know, him caring about me. And he stuck it out with me. Otherwise, I'd have been a little old widow on my own now, if he hadn't, I should say. But yeah, I've got that used to him not being around now, that it doesn't bother me as much. And I do miss, occasionally think about it. I mean, up till I think it was last Christmas, or it might have been Christmas before, I'd still got Christmas presents for them upstairs, Donna and Daniel. And I ended up giving it away. You know, chatting on to it for. I was never going to see him again. He'd made his mind up about that. So, you know, that's it. Shame, but well, I had a situation very similar to that, Lou. Many years ago, Mum went in hospital and she had a serious woman problem, and she ended up having she had a vulvectomy first, and then she ended up having to have a hysterectomy. And it was a big thing at that particular time, because of her own, you know, normal general health issues. And Graham had cut my mum and dad off. But my mum were in hospital, and my dad had said to me, do not tell your brother. And I just said to my husband at the time, I said, I can't not tell him that she's in hospital. I've got to tell him. And I did tell him, and they visited her in hospital. And my dad weren't very happy, but they got them back together. They got my mum and my brother back together. But Graham hated me dad, always has, no always will, but whatever, you know. he always said I was favourite, and I don't know why on earth they'd think that. I mean, I was my dad's little girl, obviously, but Graham was my mother's son. She stuck up for him every which way if it were needed. I'm Marissa, welcome. And after my dad passed away, he actually died on our Graham's daughter's wedding day. Oh, dearie me. That were another thing. And it was like he blamed me dad, trust him. Trust him to choose today, sort of thing. And I'm stuck in Manchester at a wedding I do not want to be at while my mother's at home on her own, because the guy that was supposed to be sitting with me dad, as soon as he discovered he was dead, he walked out and left my mum on her own. Yeah. So, and he very, very rarely visited. And I know he brought her a present and a card one day for a birthday, and the birthday were in May, same day as my daughter's, and she'd gone shopping. Well, she'd gone shopping. I took her shopping actually into town, and I think we'd gone to get something for her birthday from me, and also I took her for a bit of lunch in, you know, in a cafe, and that we had a nice afternoon out. And it just happened to be on a Saturday, and Graham, that's my brother, he had called while we were out. And we knew he was staying at Angela's mother's, who only lived just down road, literally just down road. And he just left a card and a present hung up in a plastic bag on the door handle. Never come back, didn't even ring her up. That was my brother. And then when our Claire heard about him being dead, she rang me and she said, did you know that, oh, she said, Jane is my brother's daughter, had left a message on Claire's husband's phone, Facebook, because she tried to friend Claire and our Claire turned it down. But she must have just been able to send a message to Glenn. Anyway, it was said that Graham had died 3 weeks ago and his funeral was last one, wherever it were. And I said, well, why are they telling me this now? You know. So it was like that. But Graham were only 7 months following my mother. And Jane's message was, can you tell Hilda, not me nan, can you tell Hilda that her son is dead if she's still alive? Oh, God almighty. I just saw red. And I thought, oh, it's a good job she's not close by, because either me or Claire would have rattled her. We would. I mean, they think they're so bloody high and mighty, they do, and not. So, yeah, so we've always been sort of passed over, if you like, and that's been it. I don't know, he just hated me dad. I don't know what it was. There were really no need for it. I think my dad wanted him to leave school and get a job and what have you. Yeah, Graham couldn't be civil. When they visited, he always sat near the door, ready to go. My mum should be thrilled. Oh, Graham's here, and kids, they brought kids when they were babies. And we're not stopping, we're going to Angela's mum, because Angela's mother lived next door to my mother, literally. They moved from straight across the road in a house, and they bought the bungalow next to my mother's. So they just moved that short distance into a removal van. And they were all at their mothers, but they hardly ever come to my mother's. Next door, very next door. I mean, it used to hurt my mother. It used to hurt her terrible, because she'd do anything for them. They collected coins, you know, these, oh, they call it water something, it's called. They do coin, one going off at the minute, isn't there? They're doing a coin. It is, but that's how it was. I mean, we just weren't good enough, and it didn't matter. I mean, I made Jane's wedding cake. I didn't charge. I mean, I made the wedding cake for him, and it was a big 3T job. I also bought a silver cake knife, and I did flowers, sugar flowers on that. And I had that outside at wedding cake, and I told her that's yours, you can keep that. And they thought it was lovely, and then we'd had the main meal, and it were in a big stately home, and I just said to Ernie, my husband at the time, oh, I've not turned my phone off. I hope the phone don't go off while I'm sat here, because they were just starting to do speeches, getting ready to do speeches. So I switched my phone off, and it can't have been more than 5 minutes, and I saw this guy who was one of hotel workers. He stopped at the door, looking at the floor plan, seating arrangements, and he saw, and I said, "Where he's coming to me?" And lo and behold, he came straight to me. He said, "Mrs. Chambers." I said, "Yes." He says, "There's a phone call in reception for you." And it was my mum and my dad had died. And that was at 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. So consequently, I had a good weep, and had to try and get myself put back to, straighten my face and make my face look a little bit better, because we've got to go back in for speeches. And then, because they started making all these speeches and what have you, and my auntie had gone through a really bad day today. She's had some bad news, and she's made me this beautiful wedding cake, blah, blah, and gave me this huge bouquet of flowers, which just set me off bawling again, because I thought, I don't want these. My mum wants, if anything, my mum wanted these flowers. But anyway, that was that. He died on Friday. There had to be an autopsy, because they didn't really know. They did know where he died of, but they still did one anyway. It was respiratory failure. He had emphysema. But so because there were an autopsy done, or a post-mortem, whichever you want to call. Anyway, I went down to registry office to get death certificates and what have you in main town centre. And we never saw, heard, or anything from Graham. My mother didn't ever. I stayed with her. I mean, I went and slept in her spare bedroom. I stayed with her for up until after the funeral. I mean, I couldn't leave her on her own. And we'd nowhere at our house for her to stay. So I stayed with her. And he came in on day at funeral. He says, "My car will be behind the hearse." And I said, "No, it won't." I said, "My mum's car's going behind hearse. You can get it back at Kew." Because he got this big posh Mercedes, a very big posh thing and all, and it cost him a few bob. But first thing he did, where he got a lily, Carla lily, in his top pocket, and it was out of Jane's bouquet, and he wanted this Carla lily in the flowers that had come to the top of coffin. And he just shoved it in anyway. No, taking your time and looking for a decent place to put it to make it look nice. None of that. Just stuck it in. This is from Jane's bouquet. I thought, oh, dearie me. And then we had funeral. And then we went back to my house, and I'd done a big wake type thing going on for all family and whoever wanted to come. And he said, and I said, "We were looking at selling my mum's bungalow and selling this and buying something between us so we can look after my mum." And he says, "Well, I hope you don't think you're going to get half, you're going to get any more than half when you sell it. I want my name on those deeds as well." I says, "Oh dear, good luck with that one." And basically, that's what it's all about. The fact that he didn't get half of my mum's bungalow when we sold it. And he thought I had stolen his inheritance. But I'd said to Graham at the time, it's not your bungalow, it's not my bungalow, it's my mum's bungalow. She can leave it at Cat's home if she wants. It's none of our business. And he didn't like that. Then when I got divorced from my second husband, I got a reasonable payout, not enough, but a reasonable payout. And I had a conservatory built on my mum's bungalow for her. I had her all a bedroom fitted out for her, new furniture and note cupboards ripped out, decorated, bought her a new bed, and it was lovely, and she loved it. She was really chuffed with this bedroom. And same thing, he said, well, I don't think you get more than half. And I said, oh, Graham, get a break. Just give it a break. And yeah, so from then on, just before I did that, just before I got my settlement from my divorce, my mum had to go into hospital for angioplasty. And it's quite an invasive procedure. And she was terrified. But I says, Mum, I'll be there. I'm with you, you know. So I took her. She had it done. She came home. And then Graham rang her. No, he didn't. She rang him. He never rang her. She rang him. Just asking him how they were, and not heard from him for a while. And she was telling him that she'd just been in hospital for something to be done. And she says, just a minute. She says, I'll give the phone to Anne. She can explain what's happened, what have I done. So I took the phone off. I weren't very pleased that she'd phoned him. I was waiting for him to phone her, but he didn't. So I took phone off her and I started to tell him about my mum's procedure and the health issue that she'd got. Oh, he said, I don't want to know much about that. He says, have you got your money for divorce yet? And I said, no, not yet. And I said, in any case, I'm paying for my mum to have worked in our bungalow. Because I was going to give him half of it and supposedly buy his half of my mum's bungalow. But then I thought, I'm better off spending it on bungalow for my mum. So that's what I did. And that was it. Cut us off. So, but he wasn't far behind my mum. My mum died in December, he died in June. So, yeah, it's a shame. I mean, we've never been close. We've never, ever been close. He's always been, he was a bully of a brother. That's what he was, because I was his younger sister, and he were a bully. But I remember one day punched me on my arm here, on my left arm. And instant it went black all the way down to my elbow. It went onto me, across my shoulder, it come onto my chest here. Oh, my dad nearly had a fit. He'd have killed him if he didn't. What was that about? That was about when we got home from school. I used to have to, he washed the dishes and I'd peel potatoes for tea because both Mum and Dad worked. And we came home from school and we did as chores. I used to empty rubbish, take it to, we had a chute because we're in a masonette then. And he'd do pots and I peeled potatoes. And he didn't want to do them. He didn't want to do pots. And I said, you got to do pots before I can do potatoes. They're in way. He said, well, you do them then. And I said, it's your job. I've done my first chore. I had 2 chores. I had to empty the bin for rubbish and I used to have to peel potatoes. His job was washing pots and drying them. So we had this fight. And he grabbed me actually with, first off with both, hands on my shoulders like that. and I got little pointy heels on my shoes. So I kicked him, and I kicked him in his shin with these little heels on. And that's when he punched me. But he showed me Dad what I'd done, and I said, yeah, but tell him what you were doing to me before I did that, or to make you stop. You see, he thought you were all innocent, and he weren't. So we've never got on. And I just don't. I don't know. Families. You know, you can't pick your families, but by God, you can pick your friends. And I know I've got a lot of good friends. And I've got a good bloke there that looks after me, does everything for me. He's amazing. Even though he did steal my dog. I don't even know where she is. Where's Popsy Doodle? Oh, is she in the kitchen? Is she being fed?
Yeah.
Oh, she's having the dinner.
Okay.
We're doing Popsy. Hello.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Hello, little sweetheart. Hello, baby. What you been doing? Had some dinner? I don't want to play. Don't bring me toys. She always brings me toys in bed when I'm reading. I don't want to play. I want to read. Oh, yeah, she's got a little pink squeaky toy out. She loves squeaking. Oh, don't you, Pops? You like your squeaky toys? I'm forever flipping sewing them back together again. Nemo's had 2 lots of surgery on him. A Donut's had 2 lots of surgery on it. Stitching it up. Got a needle and thread there waiting for the next one. But she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. She is. My little babes. I just said daddy's little girl. She's a daddy's girl. But she always comes to me when he goes out shopping. That's only usually time I get her. But she's adorable. I got really cranky about her last week. She never comes to me. She don't want me and all this. But she's beautiful. She's a good girl. She don't understand us. I mean, she don't know. She just goes to one who feeds her, really. I mean, Harry does. He does all feeding and, you know, so she goes and sits with him all the time. Most of the time. There are times when she comes and gets on my knee. It's usually when she wants them. I'm the only one that gives her bickies. But I don't give her that many very often because she makes a mess. Oh, bless. I know, they're so good. I mean, they just know, don't they? They know when they're loved. They do. She's a handful, really, but I think we do pretty well for his age, you know. I very did. I very missed him. I mean, our Poppy only, if we go out, oh, if I go with Harry shopping anywhere, we have to take a bed into the kitchen. I can't trust her to not chew my furniture. She doesn't chew, but I don't want to give her the opportunity to, if you know what I mean, because it is a new suite. We only got it last Christmas. So we take a nice soft bed into the kitchen and some toys, put some food down. Yeah, we have, haven't we, Lynn? Yeah, and I put some food down. We put some chicken down. We buy Iceland have little like trays of roast chicken, not the processed type, just the proper stuff. And it's £1 a tray. And we cut one of them up, make it small, and put it down for her. And while she's eating that, we sneak out. That's the plan. It doesn't always work. Because she knows when she sees me putting my shoes on, she knows I'm going out. And usually that means she's going with us, because I take her to Claire's. But when we're going shopping, she's not. And oh, last Friday, I went to get a mammogram last Friday. Only to get there to find out. I got a letter in my hand, give it to. She says this was for Wednesday gone. It was 23rd, not 25th. I don't know why I read it as 25th, but so now I've got to go back again. There was nobody about that day, so it's just, I'll make you another appointment. I go on 22nd of this month for it, and she said we'll send you another letter out in post, but we've not got a letter in post. Having said that, Worksop has been underwater for days. Our post office still hasn't opened, well, parcel office still hasn't opened up. So I know for a fact that I've got China mail waiting at post office for me. Because I've gone on to tracking and it says at last mailing stop, which means it's in our sorting office. So yeah, we're not getting anything through post other than I got an Amazon thing. Oh, I got that, bought myself that. Treat myself to a little sticker label maker for the you know, for legends on you know, diamond painting, because they really are natty little things and they're handy. So I thought, oh, I'll get one of them and makes life a little bit easier when you're kitting up, you know. Yeah, well, she made me the appointment there and then, but it was like for 22nd. We were looking at 25th of September, October when we were there. I thought it was 25th. I should have gone on 23rd. But anyway, she said 22nd of November is the next one available in the afternoon. So we took that one. But we've not had a letter as said that they've not had any post since, I think it's Thursday. And I know Meadowhall at Sheffield, anybody that went shopping on Thursday to Meadowhall couldn't get out of Meadowhall. They had to spend the night in the actual building because of floods. So that was a bit of a thingy, weren't it? So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to mammogram. I always find it very uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's necessary. Yeah, it is, especially in the light of lovely Linda, diamond painting dreamer. She's just had a nasty, you know. Oh, okay, Lou, thanks ever so much for coming. Been good tonight. We had a laugh, haven't we? That's what matters. So yeah, I'm always a bit wary, but you know, no, you can do it. You've got to take what comes. I haven't had one done for a couple of years. I thought, now how long it is now? About 5 years for over 60s. Or is it over 65? I don't know. Night, Lou. Thanks for coming. I'll see you next week. Yeah. Torados. Yeah. So I've got that to look forward to. But like I say, it's got to be done. I mean, it's not wise to put it off. I don't think I'm going to have any problems. I don't feel like I've got any issues where I shouldn't have. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't always check myself thoroughly, but I do just sometimes I make sure that there's nothing huge. I'd notice if there were.
I do it for you, don't have to.
It's shut up, you nutter. Bloody pervert, you. I always think it's very, it is uncomfortable. There must be an easier way, a less traumatic way. Oh God, it's awful. Yeah, I've touch wood, I've never had a problem, not with my mammograms. I've had enough problems everywhere else, but not with my mammograms. Up till now. But I won't speak too soon because you just never know, do you? But there's nothing in there's nothing like that as far as I know in our family any which way. I've had aunties and uncles that have died of cancers, but not breast cancer or anything like that. They've been either, well, my mother's youngest brother had lung cancer. That was strange because they were going to do him, they was going to do him a lung transplant. And he went in for his pre-assessment only to discover that he'd had a very bad heart attack and he didn't know. But they said his heart was so badly scarred, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do the lung transplant because his heart wouldn't have stood up to it. I couldn't believe that. I was just so amazed. So, and he weren't long after that, he passed away. And then his son died. But Frankie, he used to smoke, chain smoke, really heavy. And I mean, we all smoked, but not like that. Oh, crikey. His fingers were brown, real. I mean, his thumbs all here, all the way up his fingers. Ooh, shocking. And he passed away not long after his dad, actually. And then my auntie Pat, his wife, died again, cancer. And then my cousin, their daughter, their eldest daughter, died, which was a shock. Again, cancer. Well, smoking related illness. As regards others, I think just old age, really. Mum's, because my mum was one of 7, 6. Went to Frank, went to Bill, went to Lawrence. Auntie Doris. Auntie Margaret. 5 of them. And my mum 6, obviously. Yeah, so they were a fairly big family. You know, and they all had some sort of, my mum didn't though. My mum did very well because my dad passed away in 2000, in August 2000. My mum on Father's Day that same year was rushed into hospital. I got a phone call late at night, and it was my dad saying that my mum was very ill, could we go up? So we went up, and I could just dial 999 straight away. I have never seen sweat pour out of anybody like I saw it coming out of her. It was just as if she was stood under a shower, everything just dripping off her. Never seen anybody sweat like that, ever. And she couldn't bear anybody to touch her. She was at on edge at bath, and I sort of put my arms around her. She said, don't touch me. I can't stand it, don't touch me. So my dad was already on oxygen in the house. He got a machine. But he also used to have a little canister of oxygen. If we ever took him out, he had to have the mask on. Not the mask, cannula. But he got a mask as well. And we put a mask on that small tank, and we gave it my mum while we waited for the ambulance to come in. And they said that was probably what saved her life that night. But I went with my mum in the ambulance, and I waited outside in, accident emergency area, and they were gone ages. And then these two ambulance men come out, paramedics, the ones that brought my mum in. They were ages before they come out. Must have been nearly an hour, and nobody had been out to say anything to me. I thought she'd dead. I thought she was dead when they took so long. And I said, is she all right? And he says, she's very, very poorly. Very poorly. But, she did come through out of that and lived for another 14 years. Whereas my dad passed away on our Jane's wedding day, 4th of August 2000. So just a couple of months after that. My dad were ready for taking tablets. He got a bottle of whiskey and tablets ready. If my mum had died, he was going to kill himself. There was no two ways around that. And that shook me up that day, finding that. Because I slept at my mother's while my dad were on his own. She was in hospital for a week. So I slept in their spare room, and I looked after my dad while my mum were in hospital. But he couldn't go visit her because he really weren't fit. He could barely get about. So it's been fun and games one way or another, hasn't it? But we're not on his own. There's people a lot worse off than what we are, that's had a lot more to cope with than what we've had to cope with. So, yeah. She got heart failure. Apparently, she was drowning in her own fluid. Her lungs were filling up thick and fast, and it was heart failure. But they managed to pull her through. A white spot. Is that on your mammogram, Lynn? So they kept her in hospital for a week. But they took me through to see her in the accident emergency area and in the cubicle for a couple of minutes. It's all got a couple of minutes. I've been sat nearly 2 hours waiting. Then they took her up to a ward, and apparently somebody was going to send somebody down to take me up to see her when they'd got a doctor out to her. So this nurse come and fetched me, and she let me go and sit in day room for a while. There were magazines and stuff, but I was too anxious to do anything, with that. And I sat there for another 4 hours. Yeah, 4 hours. Oh, right. Oh, I get rid. I've had scans done on me midriff where I had that hernia. And they tell me I've got a little fatty pouch. It's fat. Just a little patch of little lump. What looks like a lump. It's not a lump. You can poke it in. It's just a fatty lump. Fatty tissue, they called it. Yes, you just couldn't bear it. But as I say, it wasn't like from start to finish to getting to see her actually in the bed. It was more than 6 hours I was sat waiting, because I only got 2 minutes for her in cubicle before they were doing more stuff and made me go and sit outside, then sent me back to waiting room out, and then they took her upstairs, and I kept having to go and ask, is Mrs. Maxfield all right? And yeah, they'd not told me what were happening. And I actually thought, I'd tell you, when the ambulance crew was still in there for so long, because they have to check them in when they go in an ambulance, and when they've had a paramedic as well. So they checked her in, but then when they come out, they said to me, I got to stay there, I got to register in. And I just sat there waiting for hours. Nobody come to me. There were nobody on desk, even on emergency bit. So I don't know. But anyway, we got over it, thank goodness, and she got better. And then we went and lost my dad. So, and that's when my mum seemed to go back to the bottle. She didn't breathe properly, and she hit the bottle. That's where she found her piece of solitude in the bottom of the bottle. So it made it difficult, really. But she went through it, poor old lover. She did, and but then she used to get nasty with drinking. I mean, she used to say terrible things, nasty things to me. I was the only one that ever cared about her, but I had to let it go over the top of my head. But there were just times. There were just times when it just got too much and I had to bite. I shouldn't have done, but I did. Not very often. I used to put up with most of it, but you know, every now and again you just get that fed up. When I weren't feeling very well, I mean, I got my own health issues. I didn't need my mum's, you know, laying extra on me. It should have just behaved herself, sort of thing, you know. But so, and then she ended up, she wanted to go and live on her own again. And I said, well, you can't live on your own. You can go into a sheltered place if you like. And we had a job getting her that because social services said they couldn't do anything to help her. So we went to see our local minister and local MP. And within a week, they found her somewhere. Okie dokie, Lynn. Thank you, love, for being here. Night, night, Joe. Yeah, yeah, she was, but my mum had always had a temper. She'd always been fiery anyway. We're used to it. But you know, when she's had a lot to drink and she's in one of them moods and I'm not feeling well, you know, it don't it don't go very well together. So anyway, we've been on nearly going on for 3 hours. Driving her ridiculous. Hi, Deborah. Debbie, how you doing? You just caught us. I'm just actually thinking of saying night-night because it's been, what we on, 10 past 10. I have my medications to take as well later on. So, but it's been a nice evening, just a chatty one with this quiz and everybody's had good fun. Yeah, we've enjoyed it tonight, been good. And then just me boring everybody with my family problems.
Yeah.
But it's surprising, isn't it? I mean, surprising how many other people have similar problems to you, know, and they obviously know what you're feeling because they've gone through it. It's always said you can't, you can't choose your family like you can choose your friends. Hey, Mel Taylor too. Nice to meet you. I don't think I've seen you on my channel before, so welcome. Where are you from, Mel? Where do you come from, and where do you live? What do you do? Are you a diamond painter or a crafter? Tell me a little bit about you. Little Poppy doodle do. Do you want to see Poppy? Would you like to see Poppy? Oh, right. You live in Michigan. Lovely. Okay. Well, I've not seen this name before, so that's why then. I mean, it's too much for me to get muddled up with names anyway. I'm just going to get my little girl for you to have a look at.
Wait, put my thing there.
Not your dog, she's my dog. Here we go. Here she is, little Popsy Doo. No, really. There's my little Rosie. Where are you going? I woke her up. She went back to bed. She's a lovely little thing, yeah. Well, I've got some tutorials to do this week. Just hang on a second, peeps. Oh, just got a bit short of breath then. I think I'm going to have to call it tonight, peeps, because I'm struggling a little bit now. Time for my nebulizer, so thanks all for coming. Please be kind enough to leave me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video. And I'll be back same time next week, 7:30 UK time. Okay, peeps. Thanks for coming. Night, night, love. Good night, everybody.